Hello, Ultra Buddies! We have a special video with our special guest, Dada-san.
Nice to meet you, everyone. Hi.
And so, Dada, can you introduce yourself a little bit for the overseas fans?
Okay. Hello, my name is Dada. I play the Ultraman card game in Japan, and then thank you for inviting me in this video. And then today, I want to talk about what type of deck is popular in Japan and how interesting in Japan, like the next boost card and then color systems. So it's enough. Okay.
And anyone not familiar, I think we'll put a link in the description below. Dada-san has his own YouTube channel, Dada's Room, where they do a lot of videos, interviews, deck profiles. So a good place to check out what's going on in Japan.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we met Dada in the World Championship, so excited to talk to him more about it. So should we start with boost card or the current decks that are popular in Japan? What do we think?
But let's start with the popular decks.
Okay, let's start popular decks.
And boost cards, we'll see how that changes everything.
That's true. That's a good idea. So we use this, UCG Taikai tournament report to see when what it's doing. Is this pretty accurate, do you think, Dada? What you see here, you expect?
Like, so many people use the Tiga Blazer. It's very strong, and then, but sometimes I see Ginga Victory, and then Tiga Blazer, and then Omega Meteor. And some player noticed Omega Meteor is very strong because he have the active attack, and then sometimes grade up and sometimes grade down, and then sometimes increasing the hands card, and then there is no Zeton in Japan now. So everyone try to use the one Ultraman Omega Meteor, and then Jeed, and sometimes only Ultraman Tiga. But can you translate?
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
ティガブレーザーがやっぱりどうしてもそのティガのレベル2の移動であったり、結構臨機応変に対応できるところがすごく使いやすいってことで、あとは今までの動き方がちょっと変えるだけでいいっていうところから結構使いやすいってことで使用率は上がってきてる。
So I think for the other fans, we're talking about the level 2 Tiga makes Tiga even easier to use. I think the new triple R effect, right? Yes. Being able to reveal 3 cards and put the Tiga you want back on top is going to help a lot with the consistency. And then the level 3 Tiga has always been really solid. You can move it around. I think even playing some games this past weekend, it's really good at taking lead. Then you can play SCART. 18K is always really strong, and it's always gonna. It has all the right pieces to be a top deck.
でも正直まだ1ヶ月経ってもデッキ自体がみんな決まりきってないというか、だから研究があんまり進んでないっていうことで、多分強いデッキはあるんだけど、まだみんな多分たどり着いてない可能性があるっていうのは言える。
Yeah. So this is something Chris or Durian and I have talked about before too. It's like Dada saying, it's only the first month, so there's a lot of strong decks people can just naturally go back to, but there's definitely a lot of strong decks out there that people haven't done experimenting or research yet. So we'll probably see more of those, but These are all the decks here listed are the kind of go-to decks. Ginga Victory is a quick repair, Rosa Blue, of course, Gaia, Mono G, Omega, Tiga Blazar. While you're out for a bit, Darian, we're talking about how Omega has been really popular. It has a lot of the effects, and then the lack of a Zeton. Like there's not a lot of Zetons running around as
Right.
back in BP5, so everyone's playing mono decks almost. There's like G.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe we'll see more Belial Zetons come back as a balance, because it does seem like Belial has some pretty good backups into a lot of the meta decks here.
Yeah. It's always been. Oh, good.
ガン君ね、ベリアルよりも今トレギアがすごい注目されてて、なんかベリアルよりもトレギアの方がいわゆる BP マイナスっていうのがすごい今大事にされてる感じ。ただ結局トレギアは一番上のレベル3の上のカードを引かないと始まらないっていうことで、なんか好みとして分かれてるというか。ただ、トレギアがすごく今までの怪獣になかったものを保管してくれるから、ベリアルトレギアとかで使ってくる人が多いかな。
So, Tregear is really one of the standout cards with that minus 2000. Like those minus BPs effects are actually kind of important and critical with like winning these strong lanes. Though there's that issue if you don't get the level 3 Tregear out, it doesn't really the ball doesn't really get rolling. But it sounds like a lot of people have been trying Belial Tregear as well. I know you tried Tregear Zeton and it kind of didn't really do what we wanted it to. But I think there's within the Kaijus a lot of opportunity there for this new meta.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. One thing that I'm curious for Dada is the Gamedan armor in Omega, and seeing how that has that been a big part of making Omega more popular, having the Gamedan armor?
Yes. The Gamedan armor is the Gamedan armor is very strong because they can stop to finish the battle, right? Because he makes draw. Soなんていうのかな。ガン君ごめんね。引き分けをすれば負けないようにする戦い。ごめんね。引き分けにすることで負けないようにするっていうことは、いわゆるリソースの確保を延長することができて、フィニッシュのタイミングっていうのをずらすことができるから、場合によってはそれで相手のいわゆる作戦を崩すっていうか。
I think one thing with the Gamedan armor is like being able to force the tie, and Jeed was probably again another one we saw this with. Being able to force the tie means you can kind of change how you play to not lose. So you can save resources, kind of play it safe, stall, and set yourself up for a better turn, which is something very few decks can force not losing without losing the game because you're too conservative or too risky. So that Gamedan armor is definitely a game changer for how you can play Omega, because we've seen Omegas where you can throw out a lot of powerful combo plays if you maybe play a 5 Meteor Kaiju and you force that to be a draw, so you guarantee you're not out, and then next turn you're just double stacking all these effects. Then you throw in level 4 Mega or something else on top of it. And, I think there's a lot. But actually, Dada-san, do you see people using the level 4 Omega in
level 4? Yeah. なんか、ごめんね、ガン君また。今までレベル4を2枚入れてたのが、最近になって3枚に増える人が多くなってきて、ただ、なんていうのかな。結構、今までダブル、起動のオメガに依存してたのが、いわゆるそれじゃなくてもいいよねっていう形になって、やっぱりトリプルで、いわゆるクワッドをトリプルで立てる。で、レキネスを出すことによって、2万を 瞬間的に出したりして勝つっていう試合っていうのが結構見られる。ただ、そう構築がちょっとそこも変わり始めてて、シーンの3の、いわゆる日本でだと重なる未来かな。っていう、あれがキーポイントになってくる。
So I think a lot of things have changed with the Omega deck of trying to capture everything Dada-san was saying, but like before people started off, maybe you played 2 level 4 Omegas. Now you see a lot more people playing 3. Even how like your selection of the level 3s have kind of changed. Some people are even considering running fewer of the activate one.
Oh, interesting.
Because now you're able to build onto level 4s. You have the one that forces ties. Kind of changing how you stack the reckinesses. I probably missed something, but there's a lot of changes that you can play with a very viable Omega deck that didn't have to rely on just like that gambling reveal 3 or 4. I forget. And then
so the new scene, right?
Yes, the round 3 scene.
Interesting. Okay, I think Omega is, for us, or at least for me, the deck I haven't tried yet with the Gamedo armor, but something that's very interested to try because I think those force tie, the Hikiwage, is really very, very strong effect. Is there any secret deck that you have that you think is no one is playing that is very strong?
なんかルギエルって多分伝わるよね。ダークルギエル。
Oh yeah, Dark Lugiel? Yes.
そう。トレギアとダークルギエルが個人的に面白いのかなと思ってて。で、ルギエルは、ルギエル can stop the level up, right? And then he have the new card, like Victor Yale. Then, ちょっとガン君ごめん、ここからなんだけど、今の新しい、いわゆる PP08 なんて、ダブルで戦うことが結構多いから、ビクトルギエルが結構強くなることが多くて、で、トレギアとビクトルギエルってなった時に、いわゆるトレギアのレベル3の上が来ないっていう状態で、ビクトルギエル使うことによって、試合を引き伸ばすことができる。で、そこがいいかなって。
The new Dark Lugiel, right? Before you could stop level ups. The new one is especially powerful against decks that are using a lot of doubles, and we're seeing that with the meta, especially if you think about King of Victory, like Tiga's run doubles. That a lot of people are playing these doubles. It's strong with it. It's a good alternative path when you don't hit that triple Tregear. Is you're playing these the new Dark Lugiels, and that's like maybe the synergy or that Kaiju probably. I don't think we've really looked at and thought too much about how to use that card.
No, definitely not.
ただ、なんかもう、何が勝ってもおかしくないって言える状態かな。正直。もう、下手すると、安定するっていうのかな。すごく安定するデッキの方が、今はもう勝ちやすいのかもしれないっていう断言してもいいぐらい、本当に何が勝ってもおかしくない。
もう一回お願い。
何が、いわゆるどのデッキが使われてもおかしくないし、勝ってもおかしくない、優勝してもおかしくない。で、安定するデッキってこの英語でちょっとなんていうのが難しいかもしれないけど、レベルアップしやすい、It's easy to level up とか、スタンダードに言える17000を立てやすいとか、そういったものを言える、あるデッキ。だから今の環境でトリガーダークとか、ジードとか使った方が多分優勝しやすいってのもあるかもしれない。
So it's good against a lot of different, or it's a deck that has that flexibility, or characters, I guess, against a lot of different types of decks, and it can really play to its own rhythm, kind of like how Immune and Trigger Dark, and they're very, very powerful decks. Actually, I'm surprised we don't even see as much Trigger Dark here sometimes. But it's definitely, I think we will want to do some playtest. Dada-san, if you have Tregear Dark Blue Guild deck deck list, we're happy to try it out, because I really liked your mono Gaia deck list. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, later I share the deck list to Gankun.
Okay, great. I'm excited to play against it with my Arc deck, which I have had really a lot of trouble to get the Arc deck to feel good, but it seems that Japan also is the same, as the Arc is not very strong, it seems.
なんかアークが日本だと結構難しいっていう目で見られてる。
Yeah, Japan's looking at it the same way. It's a very difficult deck to get right.
Yeah, I think for me, because there's it does not mix well. The combination is it's hard to find a good combination, and it ends up being inconsistent, which compared to decks that like the mono decks like G Omega, they only, even though Arc is a mono deck, it feels like it's not consistent to play the strategy, the winning strategy.
なんだろう。やっぱりどうしてもリソースっていうか、その条件っていうのかな。手札のリソースであったり、なんか他のカードデッキに比べて求められる厳しい、なんていうのかな、理想の手札が高くて勝ちにくい。あと勝ちにくいかなって。
It's a difficult deck to win with compared to others. Just like having everything you want in the right pieces in your hand, and I think you've tried a lot of iterations of Arc, and it hasn't really.
Nothing feels just right. It always feels not good. Yeah, but maybe the new boost card can help. So I think that's a good chance to talk about the new boost card and the color system, and how that might change the decks that we're seeing being popular. You know, maybe some thoughts about. I think we are very excited. I assume you and many of the players in Japan are excited. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on the boost in colors.
ガン君、日本だと、なんか、ブーストカードとカラーシステムってまだよくわからないっていう扱いになってて、ただ、それでも注目されてるのが怪獣カードだ。怪獣カードが今めちゃくちゃ注目されてて、なんかブーストよりも言える怪獣カード、言える、昨日発表されたネロンガとか、あれが言える強いよねっていうことで、なんかブーストシステム、カラーシステムとかよりも、なんかそっちにみんな注目いってる感じかな。
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot we don't know about the color system and the boost system, but it sounds like in Japan, a lot of people are more excited about the kaijus, like the new kaijus coming out. The new Naronga we had the other day is very strong, and I think that's drawing a lot of the attention. These new kaiju cards that or color kaijus as opposed to maybe the color system as a whole. Yeah, Naronga is always really crazy. But they have the Bemular, the like Antelar, like a lot of interesting, and maybe Mephiles Kaiju could. There's a lot of hazard types here, but
yes. このベムラがすっごい強いってことで、やっぱり今このカードをメフィラスとかなんかトレギアとかと組み合わせて使うと、今までの怪獣よりもなんていう強く出れる、ウルトラマンに対して強く出れるよねっていうことで。
So yeah, people are thinking about combining this with the Mephiles or the Tregear, and Kaijus are going to be maybe more powerful against Ultra decks that you haven't seen before. I mean, even today they usually cap out at 17k for a lot of Kaijus, maybe some 18ks, but being able to really strengthen them, we're going to see probably a new wave of Kaiju decks.
Yeah, I think red Kaiju will be very fun and probably a very strong deck. So I'm excited to see that as well.
I mean, this set is all red Kaijus. Maybe in the next set we'll have the invasion type have purple Kaijus coming up. Maybe we'll see green Kaiju. I mean, we have purple Kaijus with already Jugular, so we're gonna see more colorful Kaijus and new ways to build decks.
一応ガン君ね、日本人の情報として一応共有しておくと、初代ウルトラマンっていうのが、本当にウルトラマンの中でも絶対的な存在になってるから、そのファーストウルトラマンとそのいる登場する怪獣は絶対に弱くしない。だからもう最新弾出たら、そのウルトラマンか初代ウルトラマンに出てきた怪獣を使うとめちゃくちゃ強いっていうのはもう言われてる。
So, like the first, I'm probably gonna miss some stuff. The first Ultraman, people are talking a lot about it. It's these Kaijus are coming out very strong, and you would still expect Ultraman to hold its own here, which, like, we've seen the 19,000, the boost card already. And I think maybe we'll see a lot of Ultraman in this set.
Yeah, I think one thing too that he's probably talking about as well is that maybe a lot of the Ultraman fans in Japan is the like older Showa era is their first Ultraman that they grew up with. So I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think a lot of these kaiju is kind of like the first time that those shows get seen a little bit more. So there's a lot of excitement for the kaiju of the first eras of Ultraman.
Yeah, so yeah, all these red kaiju so far are from the original Ultraman series. Antler, Bemular, and Naranga, all like well, at least Naranga and Bemular were like the first 3 episodes, I think, of Ultraman, and then Balton was actually like episode 2, so maybe we see red Balton. But yeah.
Okay, that would be interesting.
あと、ガン君ね、あれだ。ブーストカードとか、あと、カラーシステムについては、日本の7月30日にイベントがあって、そこで情報が一気に出る可能性があるから、そこで多分いろんなことがわかるかもしれないっていう。
So yeah, there is, I think they announced that the 30th, there will be an event with some more information. Could be more about boost cards. I hope it's about Worlds, the next year's Sekai Taikai. That would be nice because I don't think we've officially heard that 2027 event hasn't been fully announced yet, or officially like that they will have one.
We haven't had any official news about it, so I would love to hear that. I think maybe my opinion is a little different than the Japanese players, but I feel that we have probably most of the information about how boost cards work now. So I'm already thinking how I can incorporate it into decks, add the boost cards and how they will work with our existing strategy. I don't think that we will actually learn much more about boosts, or if there's any more to know.
Can you go back actually to the card that was released today? I wanted to get some of your thoughts on this one. So this card came out today, and this is the first, I guess the third boost card we've seen.
Yes.
And this is a no color boost. So you can use this in any deck. It's not maybe it's not gonna be useful in every deck, but I think the fact that this shows that not every boost card has to have colors. We might see more boost cards that are no color. You can put in any deck, and you might see your older decks become stronger.
Yeah, I guess for me, I think this is I think it's a really strong card, because we will see a lot of boost card with the new character, Ultraman Cosmos, and probably Juggler, Juggler. We will see many new boost cards, but it's cool to have a card that's useful for older decks. And because of the way that this is more just boost in general, because the way boost in works is that unlike scene, you don't have to be the lead player. You don't have to be the lead player to play scene, to play boost. So it will never really truly get stuck in your hand. So in this way, it can increase the consistency of the deck while giving even a marginal input for a marginal benefit, like change the opponent type for BP grade up. This is like maybe not the most impactful, but if you can increase the consistency of your deck and give even a small benefit, I think is very powerful.
Yeah. And then like stuff like Zero or something that can actually benefit from the type change, even better.
Yeah. I think Zero, I'm very excited to see how I can use this card in Zero, because it's a deck that, you know, I don't know if they call it in Japan too, like God Hand, like a perfect hand, where if Zero has perfect hand, then probably win, right? It probably win. So this is a card that not only improves consistency for Zero to get the perfect setup, but can also help it to when it doesn't have the perfect setup to boost the BP01. Is Zero Slugger BP01?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, BP Zero Slugger 0, and in dangerous spots where you don't have the perfect setup. This card would be even better if it's like, actually the timing is off, but I was thinking if it's give any character type, then it's perfect for Zero, but the timing is off because you have on plays which activate. So that's too much in the weeds. But I'm very excited for this card. I think that you should probably expect me to play this a lot. Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how many we get in this set. Like, if this is the only colorless boost, maybe that's still enough for like a lot of what you had in mind. If we see more colorless boosts, like 2 or 3, that maybe this one does speed power, or another one does armed, maybe another one that is just a draw 1, discard 1. Then there's a lot of stuff you can do, even if it's a very simple effect. I think it opens a lot of opportunities.
It's very good for the decks that will not be designed around boost, but want to take advantage of it. That maybe like Jeed cannot afford to add a new character just to have boost, but then you have a small advantage here can really help.
I mean, there's also the Jeed that does a BP grade down if they're power type.
Right, BP grade down versus power type, and so it does increase consistency, give you some extra benefit. This card probably is going to be really underrated, I think.
ガン君、日本でちょっと話題になってるカード、ブーストカード1枚あげると、藤明子に出せますかね。Yes, that's one. なんか、これ1枚で、佐藤健のレベル3が、19000まで行くことができて、しかも佐藤健がシングルだとノーデメリットだから、しかも Z も避けれるってことで、結構今話題になってるっていう。
So, what Dada-san saying is a fun combo where if he plays Ken Sato as a single, the 19k, you don't have to worry about the BP grade downs. And for anyone not familiar, the Fuji Akiko card here, when you pay the cost, you get a Ultra Hero. You can give it 2 BP grade ups. So you can go straight as a single to 19k. And it's, I think, a really powerful card. I'm really curious to see this with every combination, whether it's Sato. You could put I don't know, it could be some maxes, you could put some other cards and just be able to get some BP grade ups.
Yeah, even 18k something it could be. No, what was good, I saw something on Twitter recently, the Decker That you deckers play single from BP6, decker BP grade down, and then Ultraman BP grade up twice.
Yeah.
That is also a combo that could be very strong.
So there's a decker that gives plus 3,000, I think, on as a single.
No.
The one, you know,
this one, but also the basic, the dynamic type level 3.
Yeah. Oh, because I think 16. Oh, it would hit 19k. Okay, I was trying to think if you could be a single in top of Zeton.
Can that one? It's plus 3,000. Oh, it's a 19 because it's 16.
Yeah, it'd be 19. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a
lot of fun things we can start doing here. Yeah.
So if you're playing against Ultraman next set, which we'll see a lot of Ultraman plus somebody, this card is going to come out,
and you have to be scared.
You pick grade up. You're going to have to figure out how to force tie or survive that turn.
ガン君、このブーストカードとカラーシステムって、まあアメリカとかどう見られてるのかなと思って、そこがすごい気になってる。
So Dada-san's question is, in America, how are people looking at this boost system and the color system?
I think we have to talk one at a time. I think for the color system, I would say there's a lot of players, American players, who are familiar with like Magic the Gathering and other games with colors. So they're a little nervous. How will it impact? But I think it's generally everyone is excited. I think for me, I don't want to insert my own opinions too much, but I think generally, people are excited to try the new system because it will change the way we play the game, and they're excited to see the new ways that the color system can be used to make Ultraman card game more fun. That's generally, I think, how people feel. I think the same is with the boost cards. People are excited to see the new effects have more of the. I see a lot of talk. People want the human characters more, so the people. So to have the items, I think is it will be good. I think overall, most people are excited about the boost cards and what they will bring to the game.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
ガン君も、ちょっと、日本だと結構複雑になるんじゃないかっていうことで、楽しそうな反面、なんかゲームが複雑化して大丈夫かっていう意見もあるってね。
もう一回
ゲームが難しくなる。It's difficult to play the card game because the new systems coming.
So yes, I do think it'll be trickier if you taught someone new from scratch Ultraman card game. You can say, okay, there's charges, there's boosts, there's colors, there's scenes. There's a lot to teach, and I do think it'll change how you would teach a new player. I think at least this is my opinion. If you're already familiar with the game, then these incremental changes, it's not as bad. But like to what you were saying, that people were playing with Magic, you get worried that we'll just get complicated. We start to thinking about like in Magic, you really have to think about your mana and your lands and how you balance it. You just lose if you don't have it. And for these boost cards that require color, how are you going to build your deck? Do you have enough color? I think there's going to be I do think the game can get more complicated with the deck building aspect. But hopefully you check out Gargano games or you check the top meta list and hopefully the deck building aspect is you get help from seeing what other decks are being played with.
So I have maybe two answers to this. One is I think it's definitely will be a little more difficult as a new player to have to learn boost, because it's not like charge is only Blazar. If you never learn about Blazar, then you never have to learn charge. Right? But for boost, no matter what you play, you will have to learn boost. And I think the mechanic of like having the cards and then flipping them maybe it doesn't feel like smooth, I think, all the time. So that will be something to get used to, especially for like newer players. But I think they will always be, and generally there will always be some strategy that is beginner friendly. They won't have to worry too much about getting overcomplicated with boost. So I don't worry too much about the new players, because even with boost, I think, or before boost, Ultraman is pretty simple game to understand, and boost adds a little bit more, but I think there is some balance. And from my side, I'm feeling like boost will add a really important addition to the competitive play, that it's another layer of the person who is stronger can win, because sometimes you get to kind of random. It's too random, I think, depending on the matchup. And we have a lot of players now who started off, they didn't really grasp the game very well, but now they're comfortable. And so those long-term players, adding something new is they're already very comfortable, and they can definitely pick up this new one. So I think it will be maybe a little tougher for the newer players, but overall, I think much better to add a little bit more depth to the strategy, because that's probably most of my friends play card games competitively. So it's much harder for me to entice them if the game is not very deep strategically. Yeah, maybe a little long-winded, but that's my general thought. I think overall it's good, even though it may be a little bit more difficult for the new players.
Yeah, I hope to see more either tutorial products or even a new print of demo decks that help walk and coach people through hey, this game has these things like color systems. If we're playing the same demo decks with Tiga Blazer Zero, those demo decks are pretty outdated nowadays, if you think about it.
And I think one thing that just came up for me, another reason I think this is actually very good for new players, is because we're talking about the meta decks before, and I have Arc in front of me, the triple rare, the triple rare, the triple rare, the level 4. So many cards that you need from the old cards just to build a deck that even for Arc is not very good. And so the introduction, adding the boost cards and adding the color system will allow the Ultraman card game to introduce new cards and make it easier for the newer players to build strong decks without needing to go all the way back and get 7-8 sets worth of cards. And I think that's a big thing, and we'll see it more the longer the color system goes. I think it won't be obvious at first.
So maybe this question is going to be for Dada-san, which kind of builds on top of that. Is a lot of people are big fans of Shodai, the original Ultraman, and some people were maybe waiting, when is Ultraman coming to the game? And with this set, you can we see the powerful boost cards. Hopefully they can buy just BP9. I think disconnect. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My thing froze. Yeah, sorry. So in BP9, they can start from scratch, get the BP9, get Ultraman. Maybe they can throw in 1 or 2 characters they like. They don't have to go and get a bunch of art cards. They can just pick singles or something they want to put with their new Ultraman deck, and it should be very like reasonably competitive. I think. Like it doesn't mean the old cards are going away, but it's off to a really strong start, especially because they'll have access to these boost cards. So my question is then, Dada-san, what are your thoughts? Are a lot of people in Japan excited to get into the game because they have Ultraman, or are they looking more forward to the competitive aspect?
ちょっとガン君、ちょっと今の日本語で訳せる。ちょっと趣旨が違かったら怖いから。どういう、日本語で言うとどんな感じだろう。なんかね、意図をもうちょっと日本語で聞きたかった。
日本語で？
そう、クエスチョンで、あれよね、どういう反応で待ってるのかっていうことだよね。ざっくり言うと。ブーストカードとか。そういうことだよね。今のガン君の質問って。
そう。質問は、ウルトラマンが出たから、まあ、新しいファンは来るかどうか、なんか、そして、そのブーストカードとウルトラマンだけのデッキは、多分、強くて、そのままで、なんか、ギャラクシーでもいける。前の新しいキャラクターと比べたら。
多分それは間違いなく、ごめんね。日本語で言ったんだけど、間違いなく強い。し、初代ウルトラマンがもちろんだし、あと、コスモス。日本でコスモスっていうと、多分ガン君ならわかるけど、今の30歳ぐらいの人がリアルタイムで見てて、いっぱいお金持ってるから、そういう人たちにウルトラマンカードゲームをどんどん買ってもらって、で、コスモスが強いってやっぱりファンは嬉しいし、で、やっぱりニューシステムっていうのは、絶対どんなカードゲームでもみんなに使ってもらいたいから、間違いなく、下手すると今まで以上のカードよりも強くなる可能性が高い。ウルトラマン、コスモス、ジャグラー。は多分相当強くなるとは思います。
So, I think to capture some of the key points, people will be excited for Ultraman. We didn't really talk about Cosmos, who is going to be another character coming in, likely going to be very strong because it's going to get a lot of boost cards. So it should be very powerful out of the gate between set and starter deck. So one thing to think about from maybe like a fan point of view is now I feel like I'm dating myself too, but people in their 30s grew up watching Cosmos. I watched Cosmos when I was as a kid, and I have other friends who watched it as a kid too, and they were most excited to hear that Cosmos is back because it's definitely a fan favorite for people my age. And people my age also are now adults, have money to spend, and this is a perfect time for them to get into the card game, buy a bunch of cards, get a Cosmos deck, and then Cosmos is hopefully strong. And it's a great way to you got a new character, you're playing it, it's strong. Hopefully we'll see the same thing for Jugular and Ultraman, who are both also, I think, very popular characters within their own generations. Jugular is a very popular character for the younger crowd. Ultraman is, of course, Ultraman. So this can be probably a good set for bringing people in and the new mechanics, being powerful to really shake up the game and make people excited. I hope I captured most of what Dada-san was saying, but I think we didn't really talk about Cosmos as much.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I can't speak because I didn't watch Ultraman when I was young, but I think that makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Cosmos in the game, and I'm excited to see what he does and how he plays. I think going back to, he has a Hikiwage draw, Cosmos Hikiwage draw effect. Like we said, Omega has a big boost now that it has an effect like that. And so I think you can expect that Cosmos can expect that Cosmos will be pretty strong as well.
ガックン一応ちょっと伝えてもらいたいのが、日本だとウルトラマンカードゲームって、ウルトラマンのカードゲーム。でも、アメリカとかだと、ウルトラマンって多分そこまでポピュラーじゃないから、多分カードゲームにウルトラマンがいる。 だから、海外だとニューシステムがすごい言える、カードゲームとして言える新しいシステムだから面白いよ。逆に日本だと、コスモスだったり、ウルトラマンっていうキャラクターが出てくるよっていうのが、多分アプローチが違う可能性がある。そこは結構、捉え方が国とか地域で全然違うんだろうな。捉え方っていうか理解のされ方。宣伝のされ方が違う。
So I think this one's a really interesting point Dada-san brought and want to share is like, in Japan it's like Ultraman's card game, and in the rest of the world it's more like card game with Ultraman. If you want to think about like the popularity and maybe even the cultural significance of like Ultraman, country by country, right? So in Japan it's more like the excitement is definitely more for the character. Like we have these characters. Not to say that United States people don't love them, but whereas maybe if you're looking at it from this is a card game with Ultraman, having these new mechanics, like you're saying, your friends might be more enticed to join the game because we have these more complex mechanics. So you do have this interesting dichotomy of like how maybe the rest of the world will see this new sets versus how Japan is going to see these.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way of thinking about it, Dada-san. I hadn't thought about what this new set means. This Ultraman Day 60th anniversary set means for different people and groups around the world.
I think that's a good note maybe to end it off. And thank you, Dada-san, for coming to do the video with us.
Thank you for inviting me your YouTube channel.
Anyone who enjoyed this, also feel free to please check out Dada's room. It's a lot of fun videos there. I watch them sometimes and get to see, I think, a really interesting take on both the Japanese meta and the card game from Japan.
ガン君ちょっと最後でちょっと翻訳してほしいんだけど、大丈夫かな？
Yes.
最近海外でもウルトラマンが人気っていうことが結構日本人の中でも認知されてきてて、で、なんていうのかな、みんな優しい人が多い。で、日本人は思った以上にその言語の壁っていうのが感じてなくて、好きなものが同じであれば、どこかのタイミングで仲良くなれるっていうのがあるから、もし世界大会とかで日本とかで来た時に、なんか日本人とかにも声かけてみて、なんか難しいかもしれないけど、多分そこからいろんな話が聞けたり、多分コンテンツの広がりっていうのができたりするから、それはちょっとやってみてって変かもしれないけど、ウルトラマンだからこそできることかなっていうのはあるかなっていうのは。だからウルトラマン好きでいてくれてありがとうと同時に、これからもちょっとカードゲームを、ウルトラマンカードゲームを楽しくプレイし続けてほしいですっていうの。長いけどごめんね。
Yeah, I'll try to capture that. I think it was a good message, and hopefully you can put on subtitles just in case to capture it. But I do. So the message here is how Ultraman's bringing us together. So I think people are happy to see Ultraman, growing, being more popular overseas, and it's like, for example, if you're coming for the Japanese World Championship, even though there might be these language barriers, if you're able to come in and talk or play Ultraman, it's a great way to make new friends, kind of like bring people together and through this card game, and hoping that everyone continues to enjoy the card game and bring us all, I guess, closer together.
Thank you, Dada-san.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Good. Yeah.